welcome to the Roll Credits Podcast. Great to have you with us. Matt Buff, Jordan Buff, and Jakey Buff. We're great. Oh, we have so much to cover tonight. I mean, my goodness, might be our first podcast where we don't mention Christopher Nolan. Oh, take it away, Jordan. This is your week, buddy.
All right, pretty simple plan today. We got the double features, our favorite double features, or recommended double features that we will be presenting to you guys, and then we got overrated, underrated. It's fan favorite segment that always sparks good conversation, and then a fun letterbox review game that I will put onto them, and then we will have a winner for that, and then we will review our movies like always.
Wow, this sounds like a lot of fun. I say we jump right in while the water is warm. By the way, how was Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man?
It was really good.
Tell us about it.
I'll talk about more on the weekend review.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. All right, take it away.
All right, so double features, what that essentially means is if, let's say, you're showing two movies back-to-back to a group of people, these are the two movies that you would show. Usually they kind of coincide with each other, but sometimes they don't, and I'll get to what that means in a second, because I'll go first to kind of show you what I mean. The first double feature I'll go over, we're going to hang out in Hollywood for a little bit. We're going to hang out in specifically, Los Angeles, Hollywood, California. We're going to start with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Mainly because I discovered that when I'm watching movies, I love that scenery. I love just that world, especially when it's kind of presented in a pretty realistic light. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, we're going to hang out, and it's also a great film, which also works out.
Well, he's talking about that. When you talk about the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's based in the 70s, where La La Land's based a little more realistic, but what both movies show is the magic of the area. The aura of Hollywood is really prevalent in both those movies.
And I like how you brought up the different times, right? Because weirdly, even though they're decades apart, almost a century apart, probably not almost a century, but still, you know what I mean.
They're not 100 years apart. Bedrock, meet the Flintstones.
All right. Lost my train of thought.
Yeah, well, I would too if somebody said meet the Flintstones.
But even though they're so far apart time-wise, they're actually very similar.
Yeah.
In the way that that whole town is set up. So I like that contrast, and I like that world. So we're going to hang out there for a while. Second one, this will be a little different than what I'm talking about. We're going to start with Schindler's List, right?
Lock in?
We're going to lock in. We're going to lock in, show you something serious, something not so fun, show you a good movie. But then we're going to flip it. We're going to show Step Brothers right after that. And,
Step Brothers and Schindler's List.
So
Please explain.
Start at the bottom, going to the top. You know what I mean? Vibe-wise, we're going to completely flip it and see how the crowd reacts. That's more of an experiment than anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Right. But there's no correlation between Step Brothers and Schindler's List.
Except that there's the exact opposite. That's kind of the point.
That's I like it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Not bad, Jordan. Not bad. All right, you want me to go to next? Mm-hmm. All right. So when I heard double feature, I wanted to find some similarities, but completely different movies. So my first one is Zombieland and World War Z. Okay, now what they have in common is zombies, and in both movies, the zombies are a lot faster than they are in Walking Dead or other zombie movies where they kind of just mosey. They're fast in Zombieland. They're fast in World War Z. But the different premises is if you live in Zombieland, your job is to get the Pacific Playland. That's the goal of the movie, to get to Pacific Playland. There's no zombies with bright lights, loud noises, and rides, I guess. But they found out that was a dumb idea. The point of World War Z was a little more serious. They were trying to find a cure. Now, the mad cow disease was the same for both movies. I don't know if a lot of people know that. But somebody ate a cheeseburger in both movies and started eating people and going fast at it. So one's like more of a comedy. You got a pretty mouth. Zombie kill of the week? Nope. Not even close.
piano.
Yeah, the piano. Yeah, on their way to, because people in Zombieland kind of still live their lives, right? She was going to Bible study and stuff, and but yeah, it's a rough life, but it looked like living in Zombieland's not so bad. World War Z was absolute hell, and the Jews lost their wall because they invited the Palestinians over in World War Z, and they were too loud.
That's one with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah, that's the one with Pitt. Yeah, we do a movie podcast, and you haven't seen World War Z? That's kind of a prerequisite. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not at all. It's not like it's a mainstream movie.
Sorry.
You know why Brad Pitt did that movie? His kids were like, it was during Walking Dead, the big zombie hype, and his kids were like, "Why don't you do a zombie movie, Dad?" So he found the right script and did World War Z. But two different movies: A Cure or Pacific Playland. My other one is going to be a newer movie, and I hope you guys seen it. Obsession. God, that's a creepy movie. I love that movie. I'll talk more about it when we do our reviews later. But that was a great movie. But the counterpart to that one's going to be Fatal Attraction. All right, one's a psychotic chick because of a curse. The other one's just a psychotic chick, Glenn Close. She really wanted to get Michael Douglas for herself. Both movies cooked a family pet and served it as dinner. Or lunch.
You gotta make it a triple feature, throw big in there, and then we got the trifecta.
Yeah, that's right. Throw big in there and you got it. But yeah, so you want to watch guys make mistakes and pay for it with their lives almost, and with their families' lives, and definitely with their pets' lives. You got to go Obsession and Fatal Attraction.
Not bad. Love it.
Not bad at all.
Exactly what I'm talking about. All right, Jake.
I'm up. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So one's like in depth, and then one's just like on the nose, but it works. All right. So the first one is Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mhm.
About a guy. He's kind of like he's like a sociopath, but he wants to take pictures of like crime scenes as like his living.
Mhm.
But he uses like a corporate charm to like as like a mask. Like while he's like ruthlessly doing stuff, so it's like, and then the other
Sounds
movie
great.
I have is American Psycho.
Mhm.
They're both protagonists are like really similar,
Yeah.
and like they would even go on to like the point of murdering people to like do stuff.
Wow.
And both movies have like really like eerie like landscapes. I feel like, and like I don't know, and
Both are in the real world.
yeah,
You know what I
And
mean?
They both use the mask of like a corporate charm. I
Right,
feel like,
right.
so-
I like that.
So that's why I have Nightcrawler and American
That's
Psycho.
exactly what I'm
That's
talking about.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I don't
great.
know how I thought of that one, but and then the other one, I have Stand By Me and The Sandlot. So
Perfect.
both movies that are like about friends are really important people and they'll always be by your side. I've always like said that I think Stand By Me is like the rated R version of Sandlot, like just
Not
about a
bad.
friend group. who
Not
just-
bad.
Like the boys are always there for you and they like to do a lot of fun stuff. And when you're at your low, they'll bring you back up and they'll always make fun of you because that's just the way boys hang out.
Yeah.
But they'll always push each other, and like the worst situations, I feel like that's what both of those movies try to get to. So
Would you rather face the beast or find a dead body in the woods?
dead body.
Stand By Me, they found a dead body. Turns out the beast was just a regular dog, but in their minds, he was this monster. But yeah, great movies. You're talking about two friends groups on two completely different journeys, but both are narrated by the guys of them in the future. Pretty cool
I
stuff.
feel like Goonies is a good combination of both. where it's
Goonies
like,
is good.
Throw Goonies in there
because
too.
it's like it's an adventure movie like Stand By Me, but it's not that intense. It's more silly like The Sandlot. So you're gonna meet in the middle there. That'll
Yeah.
be the finale of the night. Goonies. I'll put that on there.
Yeah.
Heck
Cherry on
yeah.
top.
Good stuff. Friend group movies, not bad. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Not bad. What about female?
There's one for the ladies.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And I put in the stipulation, can't do sequels. I don't want to put Iron Man. Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man Avengers Endgame.
We had to make our own sequel. That was kind of cool. Like if you're an alien, you come to Earth and watch these two movies in a row. That'll kind of give you two different perspectives of a same subject line. Nice word. What was that again? The corporate
Corporate charm.
corporate charm. I like that. That's Bone.
Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy.
Nice statement. That's nothing.
Enough with the anti-Semitic
I think we should
remarks.
draft somebody.
Live mock draft. In the movie.
That's right. It is almost football season. We might do a mock draft here, see what you guys think. No, I'm just kidding. Jordan, what do you got next for us, bud?
All right, so it's pretty simple: overrated, underrated, and we'll include properly rated. So we've done this before. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna give you guys a topic, a subject of something, and then it's pretty simple: overrated, underrated, properly rated. Then we'll talk about it.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it.
All right. So first one, we're gonna go with a big one: Lord of the Rings. Let's talk about it.
The whole series,
Yeah, just in general.
including The Hobbit.
The 3 movies that are called Lord of the Rings. So the 3 movies. Sorry.
Overrated. Nerdy.
Why are they overrated?
The production value was way over the top.
Production value is one of the best parts of it.
It is. It is. It reminds me when I was a kid, my uncle was really into that Lord of the Rings. I think he was kind of a pedophile too, but he was into Lord of the Rings a lot. And I try to get into it, and he's like, "Man, you got to check out the books and all this." I try. Middle Earth and all the gleep glop and loop-de-doo stuff never really worked for me, man. So I think Peter Jackson's overrated as a director, and I think these movies are overrated. They did what they were supposed to do.
You not think that the
With the
brother
books.
dynamic with Boromir and Aragorn was not good at all in the first movie?
Are you talking about Viggo Mortensen and Orlando Bloom?
No.
Who are we talking about here?
You know, Boromir, a very important character in the first Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, I'm sure there's great dynamics. Viggo Mortensen was only good in Crimson Tide. Pull the switch, Pete.
All right. What about the? Okay, you think Return of the King's an overrated film?
Yeah, I think it's slow.
Right.
The movies are way too slow. There's
The
very
movie
little.
starts off with a battle.
I
shows
know.
how the
There's
ring got
battles.
to the-
There's
yeah,
battles in the
It
movie.
shows how the ring got to Gandalf.
There's battles in the movie, but there's slow parts. It was a self-indulgent project from Peter Jackson. The hobbits are annoying. Elijah Wood always looks worried, like he has to poop.
These are not good reasons, Dad.
I don't like the casting. I don't
towers,
like the
last
movie.
hour.
There was beautiful scenery though, but who cares?
You don't think? Okay. By the way, the final battle in Lord and 2 Towers is like an hour long.
I'd rather have the final battle in Endgame. That's a good final battle. So that's up here.
Both really good.
Lord of the Rings is down here. The battle in Troy is even above. No, it's not above that. I'm just kidding.
You didn't think like you not think when like in Return of the King nothing hit at all.
Oh, it was good. I'm like, that was good, but it doesn't blow my socks off. But it was good. It was well produced. The scenery was beautiful. The battle scenes were good. The conversation is not Liv Tyler and all that. Not good. Not good.
Lost pops.
Yeah, I thought the movie was good, but I'm not gonna go, oh God, I gotta watch that again.
So Jake, do you say properly rated then?
Properly
You can't.
rated.
There's no way you can say it's underrated because you either think it's the greatest thing since bread, or you're with Dad and said it's overrated. I'm gonna preface it with I need to watch the movies again because I watched them on a small, shitty hospital TV and I kind of had a headache while watching them.
Well, you were in the hospital.
That doesn't
Yeah.
help.
That's not giving them a real shot. I'll be the first to admit that. Now that being said, I did find myself. I think the expectations were so fucking high. And then it was that matched with the fantasy thing has never really been my thing. I love Game of Thrones. My favorite part of Game of Thrones is not the fantasy stuff.
No, it's the political
It's
stuff.
the human aspect.
Yeah.
So that's never been my thing. Now that being said, I get it. I completely get why you would think it's a fucking awesome movie. So I will say overrated just because I don't think it's like that, but at the same time, I understand because the movies look awesome, the fight scenes are awesome, and the characters are cool.
Also, yeah, like that's another thing. I love like the character dynamics, like how they work. Every character is so different than the other ones. Like from Aragorn to Frodo, like how they work together is so cool. And they're all
Yeah.
completely different characters.
And I'll go agree with Jordan a little bit. I haven't watched these movies in 4K or anything cool. I haven't sat down and said, you know what?
You should watch it in 4K.
I haven't sat down and said, you know what? Let me
Yeah.
give this the true thing. So I'm going based on past experience, but I will commit on the podcast to going through these movies with you in a proper setting.
We need to take a Sunday, not Sunday, because football coming up. Maybe before football. We need to take a weekend day. And then
Knock 'em out.
And knock them out on our nice 4K TV we have in there, and just walk in and watch.
Yeah, I'm not watching The Hobbit.
I do need to give those movies another really good shot because I didn't give them a fair try.
I mean, I tried. I did. I tried. I either fall asleep or I did finish one, and I'm like, eh. So let me try the 4K experience. Let me do that, and I will commit to that, and then maybe get me from overrated to properly rated.
And I feel like a lot of people who say like they're slow, like there isn't like when you think about like it's like I guess like the second one has like the most walking, but like the first and third one there isn't like a lot of walking.
I feel like the first one is a lot of walking.
It's not really though.
I don't know. I mean, I watched
Properly walking.
Like in the middle of the movie is when you get like the "You Shall Not Pass," which is like the most exciting.
You
like,
shall not pass.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it. All right.
Fun.
But moving on, we have the revival era of Disney animation. So this will include Princess and the Frog, Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Moana, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Frozen 2. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
To me, it's based on where we are.
Underrated.
You go underrated.
Yeah, like
I
those,
too go underrated because that was the end.
There's
Of
a lot
Disney.
of good movies in there. There's a lot of really like I think Princess and the Frog's pretty underrated. I think Tangled's not underrated, but it's really good.
Yeah.
The first Wreck-It Ralph is really good.
Frozen was huge.
Frozen
whether you
is-
like it or not.
yeah.
I did like Frozen.
Door.
We're going through the open door. Door.
Big Hero 6 is great. So I'm
Big Hero 6
glad.
is great.
I didn't know what y'all would say about this because there is admittedly a lot of poop here with Ralph Breaks the Internet, Frozen 2. I never really watched it. I thought. I didn't know how you guys felt about Moana. I think it's fine.
I like Moana. I'm gonna be honest.
Moana is too much of the same thing
I liked
over and
it.
over again.
I've watched it in full once. I've never felt any need to go back to it. Unlike movies like Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6. You know what I mean?
Princess of the Frog and all those combined, underrated. And here's why. When you go back to the golden age of Disney, I'm talking, Beauty and the Beast and Alice in Wonderland,
That's not
all that
technically
stuff.
golden
No,
age.
that's more the Silver Age.
No, that's like I forget what age. I think.
I had it all in my head.
Yeah, 'cause the golden, silver, and bronze age is like real early. I think it's even before Aladdin that shit.
Yeah.
Aladdin's a whole
Aladdin's Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, all that stuff. That's Renaissance.
That's Renaissance, but the Golden Age is Snow White and all that stuff, and then just Disney has been so part of what makes America great, if you think about it, throughout the years. But then they fell off. I mean, it's just a bunch of crap. Even Pixar used to be part of the Renaissance era, and they fell off too. I mean, they're just crap now too. But what about that era that you're talking about to me was the last great era of Disney, and one of the most underrated movies in that list is Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 is really good.
Because you don't hear people on podcasts much talk about Big Hero 6. You just don't hear about it very much, but it's really, really good. I mean, that's one of the last Disney movies where one of the main there's a death. They've really gone away from what they are, and that to me was the last decade. So not only was it underrated, but it should be valued and appreciated for being the end.
I don't know if I can use the word underrated though, because Frozen was fucking huge. It was the biggest movie in the world for like 2 years.
Yeah, that
It's hard to
movie in
say.
particular, but I thought you were talking about the collective.
I am talking about the collective, but that's
Yeah.
included in the collective. And even movies like I do think Tangled's a little underrated. I don't think people talk about it too much. But Moana was fucking huge. Frog was probably underrated. So yeah, maybe you can use that word, but it's okay.
Most of those movies to me are underrated. That's why
Yeah.
put them as a collective. Yeah, Frozen. Good God.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I mean, you
underrated.
couldn't turn a corner. There was a dent in the world because of Frozen. No kidding.
Yeah, like I'm saying underrated because I think it's overshadowed by, like the older ones a little more. Like I think because like I do think like most of those are underrated movies. Like I don't like a lot of people don't talk about Big Hero 6 anymore.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think it's
Let me see your list. Yeah, you're right. Let me see your list.
Because I have other shit. That you
Okay, yeah. But talk about what we're talking about. How important these movies are. Frozen 2 sucked. Big Hero.
I watched it's not bad. Like it's because the soundtrack is good. Don't get me wrong. I saw like the story was mid, but I'll say it's a mid.
But
movie,
that's
it's a good soundtrack.
comparatively to the first one.
Yeah, but it's not poopy. Yeah.
But Wreck-It Ralph 2 sucked.
Yeah, that sucked.
And did any of those movies have a part 2?
No,
Moana
just
2.
no. That doesn't count.
That was a live action.
After this, it was they categorized it as the streaming era.
Yeah.
And things kind of like I don't know where Zootopia fits. Maybe that was just after.
Yeah.
But
Now we're not saying everything sucks in the streaming area or the corporate era.
most of it does though.
Most of it sucks, but we found some good stuff. Like we just opened the show with Obsession, and we're going to talk about that later.
Well, that's not Disney.
No, but it should be better than the crap they're putting out. Wish. But no, I don't want that stuff to be Disney. It's funny, you can go on the Disney app and you see a bunch of scary and horror movies and blood and gore and stuff, and I'm like, what are you guys doing, man?
Hulu there too, which is
Yeah, and that's the corporate era now, and they factory out through the bread line or through the conveyor belt a bunch of crap. We really got to fish too, but that's what we're here to do. Mm-hmm. But yes, that era is important because it's the last good one.
not bad. All right, I feel like we're all gonna agree with this one. Overrated, underrated, properly rated. Adam Sandler. Everything that comes with him.
Properly rated.
I think underrated. I think the way critics talk about him, and even certain like pompous individuals, like, "Oh, Hugh Halloween, that movie fucking sucks." What's terrible, like, guys, you gotta change your mindset when you're going into a film like that. And I feel like enough people act like that about Sandler. I can say underrated. I'm personally talking about the do-over. People act like that's the spawn of Satan when it's a fun fucking movie.
Great movie.
I don't get it. So I gotta go underrated.
I'll go underrated then, because like he's very popular, but like a lot of people don't like him, so I'll go underrated. Yeah.
Well, I'll go properly rated because Sandler puts out a whole bunch of dross. I mean, he puts out some dog shit movies.
That is,
But his good movies are some of the greatest movies.
I think a lot of actors do. I think we overshadow that part. A lot of actors have dog.
I mean, say no sometimes to the cobbler. The cobbler.
I think the difference
It's
is
just
Jake.
like saying like Nick Cage is bad.
I think the difference is, Jake, is that Sandler has creative control over his movies.
Yeah, he does. Happy
he
Madison.
owns the production company that makes these movies. So he's more involved, and he's more the reason why it sucks. Well, Nick Cage, he just says yes to a studio to get,
And
so
Nick Cage doesn't have the legendary movies Adam Sandler has. He does not.
Yes, he does.
What?
Con Air, National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Happy Gilmore versus
Happy-
Con Air.
Con Air,
Both
in my
iconic.
humble
But
opinion.
you know which one is more beloved?
Probably Happy Gilmore, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'll give Nick Cage his action movies, but
They're both different.
Adam Sandler, he's the greatest comedic actor of our time right now. But so properly rated means, the critic score is here, but the audience score is here, man. Netflix put out a statement. Somebody asked them because they were critical of Adam Sandler. They asked one of the Netflix heads of who programming, and they said, "Why so much contracting for Sandler? Why do you get Sandler?" And on Netflix, the most streamed shows and movies are Adam Sandler movies. Yep. All the other crap, Stranger Things, all that other stuff you got on Netflix. The Sandler movies are the absolute, utter most popular.
And even in just like an actor standpoint, he's underrated. Like movies like Rainbow for me just don't get talked about. He's like a really good actor in that movie.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, don't
That's
get me
a great point.
Uncut Gems is his most on Letterboxd at least, but like overall, it's one of his most. Uncut Gems is one of his most popular. He's a really good actor in that.
Yeah, he can really act. No, I don't disagree with you, but I'm saying he's properly rated because he does a lot of dumb stuff, a lot of stupid stuff.
Bulletproof isn't bad. And a lot of people hate that. The movie's not that bad at all.
And I don't like the critics. They were all mad about Blended because they made Africa look like a fun place. Sorry, we made Africa look like a fun place.
That's what Terry Crews would do.
They didn't talk about the bad in Africa. It's a Sandler movie.
Yeah, he's not gonna go to the fucking villages and
To the Blood Diamond era.
It's actually fun. They do make the villages look fun.
Yeah, they do.
Even like The Longest Yard is known as like a mid film. Like this.
That's crazy. Great movie.
Good.
Yeah. So underrated when you're talking about the critics. Way underrated. But with the fans, I think they know. They get it.
I'll go
It's properly rated.
Alrighty. Next one, we got streaming movies as a whole. Let's talk about it.
Streaming movies. All right.
Want me to explain what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So like, I'm gonna go overrated, right? Because we have things like HBO Max, Disney Plus, all that nonsense. If you took me back to where streaming was still getting going, Disney Plus just came out, Max just came out. It was a low price with no ads, and it was very accessible. I say popular, maybe even underrated. But nowadays, all of them you have to pay way more for no ads. There's too many of them now. Now they're taking over sports and shit like that. And if you want to watch a goddamn movie, it will switch to something else the next month. So you better have 10 streaming services. Physical media is so much better, and we need to go back to that.
I completely agree. You sound like an old man, and I'm going to sound like an old man.
I agree with
I'm
that.
going to sound like an old man. Indie movies did fine when we had DVDs.
Yes.
They did fine when they had to market. The streaming is out of control. We're wrestling fans. I have to have 5 different apps to be a regular follower. NFL, the same thing.
Yeah.
I have to have 5 different apps to follow week to week NFL. And I just want to scrap it all. I do. When I was a kid, I was blessed with whatever game was on TV. Now, do I appreciate Red Zone and all that stuff with sports? Yeah, but I can find all that on one thing. Let's get back to the basic. For movies, I want to get rid of all the streaming apps altogether. It'll never happen. They're charging the consumer too much. They're putting out too much crap. I want the studios, I want Hollywood to earn it again.
Yeah.
And I want it to go based on sales. Just like I say to musicians, I don't want you to rely on streaming either. I want you to get your butt out there on the road and raise up money on concert tickets. We've had conversations about musicians, and we'll never, ever be able to properly rate musicians again.
I agree with
because it's too easy to stream a musician to whereas somebody who just we were watching a movie.
I don't agree with that. I would, because Spotify's different. You don't see like an artist like Taylor Swift. Oh, now she's only on Apple Music and not Spotify anymore. That's different.
Right, but
if every movie was on something for $15 a month like Spotify is, that's different. Spotify is fine.
I agree.
My point was, it's possible to judge an artist truly anymore because there's one parameter. Everybody looks at one parameter on how many streams they get, how many listens they get. When this artist might put on a great show. Sure. We will never be. Music is changed. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying what you're saying is bad.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's changed forever. Used to be, like one of the best artists I've ever seen in live was Queensryche. Right? They're not going to be a popular streamed thing, and that's how people are going to judge them, and they might lose listeners because they're not. And I don't like that. But when it comes to the apps, what we want to do and what we've talked about doing, we're going to get a 4K disc player and start doing box sets and stuff and really just get rid of the streaming apps. If I want to hear about some movie like Obsession, I would have heard about that I would have heard about that word of mouth.
Yeah, because that's how it got really successful in theaters. Now, because theaters,
big part of it.
Theaters are really coming back, and they're really helping these movies do well. But you mentioned like indie movies not getting made anymore. Comedies are taking a big fucking hit because of streaming. I forget who was talking about. I think it might have been David Spade or somebody.
Yeah.
They were talking about how back in the day, right, early 2000s, late 90s, whatever, you can make a comedy movie because even if it didn't do well in theaters, right, because they're not big event movies or anything like that.
No, they're not.
They would make most of the money back on DVDs.
That's right.
Physical. So you could still make them, and you can, because now you don't get like a Longest Yard made anymore because it's not going to make a ton of money in theaters, but they had the DVDs to fall back on. Now they don't. So.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. It's a Wonderful Life did poorly in the theaters. It was not well received in the theaters. Yeah, I want a big one.
A big one.
Where's that picture? You should bring it over here. I want a big one. But the DVDs. And it picked up a contract.
Back then, what was that?
Well, no, I'm talking about later on the DVDs.
Later.
But what it did is it got picked up on television to be a staple at a certain day of Christmas time. And so it got picked up by television where the families would gather and watch It's a Wonderful Life. And then it ballooned. And then when DVDs came out, decades later, it ballooned. Now, on streaming, it's lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely lost in the
point.
shuffle. You can talk to, we went up to the school today for your younger brothers. I bet we could walk around and lined up 10 kids that are freshmen in high school. for 2026. I bet we could walk up to. I bet half of them don't even know what It's a Wonderful Life is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a really popular movie.
But like,
You think it is, but you'd be surprised at what people don't know.
Like movies like that, like that are just really old. Like they're still gonna do well now.
We challenge you. Talk to people. Let us know if you know about young people that don't know about It's a Wonderful Life, because everything got lost in the shuffle in streaming. And I could go on and on about this. Because you hear me complain.
Yeah.
I'm like, Amazon, I got to pay your annual fee, right, to use the shop and all that stuff and get the 2-day shipping and they get the videos. Yeah. But now you got this thing called Ultra where I have to upgrade for $11 here. You got to upgrade the $11 here. Netflix is up to about $25 a month.
And they keep going up.
And it keeps going up, and they keep putting crap on there. It's not like the content's getting better.
Yeah.
We did HBO Max just because we wanted to watch it.
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. But we looked at all the shit on there, and it's dross.
I think they recently just got rid of like Inglourious Basterds and Casino.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
It's like, on surface it seems like a value because you get all these movies for, $20 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
But when it's been long enough where it's like, I'd rather just own Inglourious Basterds for $12, $15 for
one time buy it, and now we own it.
Maybe once they come out with 12K, we have to upgrade it, right?
But hey, $9 to upgrade it. 12K, they're actually in the living room with you.
Yeah. But you just one last, and then we can move on to the next thing. Because then I got one more. But you mentioned cable. It also ruined cable.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Where like I'm even old enough, right? Where I feel like I'm kind of the last-ish generation. Maybe Jay kind of creeps in there as well. Where I'd watch Disney Channel, right? And you would see a little countdown on the bottom left of the screen for a new movie that was coming out. And I would sit in front of the TV waiting all day for the movie to come out. And then that was the only way you could watch the movie. If you missed it, fuck you. You gotta watch it, right? So it was a big deal to watch that.
So one of us was watching a movie, and it came out in like 2009. The TV still had a back to it. They didn't have the cell phone. They were still talking to each other. What was it? Like 2004 or 5 or 9, or it wasn't that long ago.
It was a movie we just watched.
What was
that?
Go to your letterbox.
Yeah. Okay.
While he's talking, but I was just floored, Jake, because it wasn't that long ago where technology was
Thank you for smoking.
Yeah, thank you for smoking. Yeah, and the technology was just, it wasn't advanced. It just got advanced so far, and now it's all owned by, it's just all corporate, right? And they're just bleeding people out of these monthly subscription fees. We're just going to get a 4K player, and I'm going to keep my Fandango account. My Fandango account is what I control. All the movies I want, I buy them, I put them on there. And there's no commercials, there's no nothing.
It also just sounds fun collecting stuff.
Oh yeah,
films.
It is fun. Plus the box sets are cool. Like we'll do when we get some, we'll show you some. Like they're the Dark Knight box set. Yeah. I mean it's cool. The Den Act we did on the couple episodes, I think they wrote it out in there. There's some that come with a shirt or they come with a poster. Or they come with a piece of history from the thing. Yeah. And then it's yours forever, and you throw it in the 4K player.
One more thing, because I do have one to mention. Just because that was a good point that you just brought up. We never get bonus features anymore.
The bonus features!
I would literally remember like going on the Dark Knight, or Batman Begins, when I was young, because we had the DVD, right? You would you could go to bonus features, and there was like a commentary of Nolan talking about.
Oh, that Christopher Nolan mentioned.
But there was a commentary about all the about how like when Batman's going through on the rooftops, he's destroying the roofs.
Yeah.
Look at that property damage. I mean, that's funny.
A lot of insurance claims. Yeah.
Just small shit like that.
But that makes a difference. The deleted scenes, the commentary. Who doesn't miss the DVD commentary, like he said? I mean, it's really cool. I want to hear the commentary to Obsession. It's all gone because they're just shitting out movies. They're shitting out product and getting it out there. And the production studios are, I mean, it's just so fast. It used to take a couple years to make a movie. Now it takes like 6 months.
I don't break character into the DVD commentary.
That's from Tropic Thunder.
You got it, baby. All right. Last one, and then we'll move on. This one will be pretty quick. Pinocchio.
What about him?
Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
The original. Okay. Not the
Overrated.
ant one.
No, overrated.
Properly rated, Pinocchio's beloved. It's a horror film.
Overrated.
Don't care. I don't care
Not a
for
top
Pinocchio.
20 Disney movie.
Oh, so you think it's overrated?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's properly rated. I think it's
fine.
important.
It's decent. It's good.
When he gets taken slave, I mean,
Dumbo's better.
it's quite. Yeah, Dumbo's crazy too.
Monsters university's like coughing baby.
It's like way better movie.
It's like a
Why were you bringing that up? We're talking about the Golden Age,
even
like
Pinocchio.
Disney movies.
But even like Golden, Silver, and Bronze Age, I think it's like give me Dumbo. I'm forgetting all of
Peter
them.
Pan.
All right,
Better.
I'm
Give
gonna
me
prove
Peter
you.
Pan, give me Peter
I'm gonna
Pan.
prove you both wrong.
Cinderella's
I'm gonna prove you both wrong, and you're going to agree. I bet you will. When You Wish Upon a Star was from Pinocchio, and it's the theme of Disney
it.
for 5 decades.
Very iconic movie.
No, don't get me wrong. It's really important.
Yeah.
Yes.
More important does not make it better.
It's properly rated then.
In that sense, sure, I get where you're coming. That's a decent argument, but when it comes to personal enjoyment of watching a movie, overrated.
Not
So, like,
bad.
you don't have to think Once Upon a Star is like the best song of all time.
Yeah, 92, 92nd greatest Disney song.
I when you wish upon a star. That old feeling with that would sound like a scratching record. I mean that's just beautiful. We're getting too nostalgic here on the show today.
It's like a 3.5.
Yeah, maybe 3.
Yeah, but the new Pinocchio ruined the franchise and it sucks.
It'd be
Now
Puss
that
in
being
Boots and the Last
said,
Wish.
Robert Englund is doing a new movie. We're gonna do, and it'll be out just in time for our Halloween segments. A new Pinocchio movie, but it's a horror movie.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Log it.
And the tagline said, "I'm a real boy."
Pinocchio and Shrek's better.
Wait till you see this. You know Robert Englund is, right? Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
That guy he's the Pinocchio guy. I think he's Geppetto in that. It's going to be fantastic. Pinocchio goes on this manhunt, killing
Like the Winnie the
spree.
Pooh movie, like the horror one of that.
I never saw that. Does he still just wear a shirt and no
It's like
pants?
the worst thing ever, but
So, you know, people say that shit, right? And it's not supposed to be a great movie.
it's probably like Primate worse.
Would you have ever watched Primate if I didn't buy it?
No, because I didn't know it was a thing.
You probably heard it was terrible.
No, because it's not popular.
It's good and terrible. It's supposed to be terrible. All right. Good stuff. All right, Jordan, what do you got next?
Alrighty, so we got letterbox games. I got 11 of these letterbox reviews. These are not my reviews. These are random ones I found on the app.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you their review. Their review. All of these are one-liners, but it's not a big ass review. All of these are one-liners. And then if you need an extra hint, I'll give you my rating of the movie. And if you still don't get it, then I'll give you a couple more hints. But
That sounds fun. Let's do it.
But it is that kind of game.
All right.
So first to press the button, we'll get a crack at it. And then, hold on, let me be prepared. Be prepared. And then, and I can keep score. Not bad. All right, don't read that.
Well, I won't.
That cheated.
I won't. And I can't. I don't have my glasses on.
You can't see those glasses.
I can see up close, but not far away.
All right, first letterbox review.
All right, here we go.
The definition of accidentally became important at work, and it's ruining my life.
Can you read it again?
The definition of accidentally became important at work, and it's ruining my life. You both have definitely seen all of these movies, by the way.
Okay. No idea yet.
Office Space?
Nope.
Okay.
A good guess. Good guess.
I gave it 5 stars.
The Departed?
No.
There you
You're being rude. That's fake news.
Yes.
Project Hail Mary.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Wow. Good one.
I had to think about it for a second, but I got it.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how did you get to that?
I believe it's something when he was talking to himself while things were getting back in organized.
I don't
It
think
just
it was a
sounded
quote.
familiar.
But, yeah.
Not bad.
All right, not bad. You both ready?
Yes.
Good-ass movie about a rat that saved the universe.
Ratatouille.
Nope. I knew you would guess. I knew
Yeah,
you would guess it.
Avengers Endgame.
Yep.
Plus, I just it came to my head at the very end. Yeah.
Good shout,
Came to
man.
my
Good shout. No bad. Good shout.
Because
At the beginning of
the rat frees Ant-Man, but guess who the guard was? Kim Jong.
Kim Jong. Alrighty. It's like holes, but football instead of holes.
The long shirt.
Yep.
I remember reading that one.
You read that?
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Good one there. You were all over that one.
Alrighty. Tom Cruise took the method acting a little bit too far and decided to join Scientology.
Eyes wide shut.
Nope. Good guess.
Wait, and say it again.
Tom Cruise took the method acting a little bit too far and decided to join Scientology.
Minority Report.
Nope.
The Firm.
Yep.
Scientology. All right.
We are a tie ball game.
2-2.
Voices in the air.
All right. Honestly, if those were my cousins, I'd beg blank to murder them, but that's just me. I'll read it again. I fucked that up. Honestly, if those were my cousins, I'd beg blank to murder them, but that's just me.
Four Christmases.
Nope.
Krampus?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Krampus. That was a good one, Jake. Good one.
Jake has taken the lead.
Yes.
All right. Adam Sandler and a thermos. That's all you need to know.
Hubie Halloween.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. We tie ball game. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. All right.
There has to be a winner.
Yes.
Had a great time crying alone in my apartment while watching a children's film.
This could be like anything.
Up.
Nope.
That's a good guess. That's a really good guess. I'm blanking on kids' movies. Oh my god.
Crying alone.
I don't think I need to give you a hint here. I think you guys need
I know. I'm blanking though.
Children's movie.
Toy Story 3.
Yep, you
Okay,
got it.
Yeah.
Ah.
Jake is taking the lead. All right.
Pretty good game.
Child neglect, but make it family friendly.
And say it again.
Child neglect, but make it family friendly.
Office Christmas Party.
No. That's one scene in the movie with the kids.
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Nope.
Child neglect.
You guys might need a hint on this one, but I'll let it cook for a little bit.
All right.
There's movies where you're like, where's the baby at?
And say it just one more time.
Child neglect, but make it family friendly.
Boss Baby.
Nope.
The Peanuts movie.
Nope.
You had to hit it first.
Oh, yes.
The Peanuts movie.
All right, we'll need a hint.
I gave it 4 stars. I don't know if that'll be enough, but we'll let it cook again a little bit.
Child neglect. Child neglect. There's so many movies where there's child neglect. Thunder. Feel the thunder.
Home Alone.
Nope.
Good guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 stars though.
All right, it is an animation.
Okay.
Okay. 4 stars.
Meet the Robinsons.
Nope.
Let's see. Child neglect.
Luca.
Nope.
Umberto's dad.
You got another hint?
It's something you would generally watch around Halloween. It's not a Halloween movie per se, but something you would watch generally around then.
Okay. Boy, I'm just at a loss
I
here.
knew you guys would get heckled on, but you'll get it. You guys have both definitely seen this movie.
Okay, 4 stars too, and around Halloween.
I really liked it.
Oh, Coraline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, so Jake has
It's
a
about a
2
pal of mine.
They play me. Song about Coraline.
So Jake has a 2-point lead. If he gets one more, I think it's over.
That's right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's take it home.
If Rocky and Transformers had a happy ending baby.
Pacific Rim.
Nope.
Oh, Real Steel.
Yep.
There. Not bad.
Hey, good God, man. Nice blowout. I read the other ones for fun.
Yeah,
Good
for
job,
fun.
man. You came back.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Yeah, he can't come back. All right. A really convenient that the message is sadness is okay. Otherwise, my constant tears would be
I
awkward.
know what it is.
Yeah, Inside Out.
Yep.
Yep.
That'd make it seem close.
You got it like before, like you even said it.
Yeah.
The moral here is that any bad team can become good enough if they're motivated by enough spite.
Oh, Glengarry Glen Ross.
No. I'll read it one more time. The moral here is that any bad team can become good if they're motivated enough by spite.
Tron Legacy.
Nope.
Transformers.
Nope.
Avengers Infinity War.
You guys are not getting what I'm saying here. Okay. The moral of the story here is that any bad team can become good if they're motivated enough by spite.
Team or team?
Team.
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 The Bad News Bears.
Nope, but you're on the right track. I'll give you that.
Remember the Titans?
Nope. It is a
By
sports movie.
spite. We Are Marshall.
No.
Let's see.
You guys can get this one. I got one more hit, but that'll essentially give it away.
All right, what's the hint?
No, I'll give it. Okay, I give it 4 stars. So,
Okay.
but there's one more that if it takes too long,
I want to try to get it. Yeah.
You guys can get this. Think about it.
Bad News Bears was on track.
Say the quote one more time.
The moral of the story here is that any bad team can become good enough if they're motivated by enough spite. It'll be so obvious once I say it.
Oh my goodness. Movie where a bad team becomes good.
Out of spite.
Yep. Describe the plot of the film.
Basketball.
Nope.
Basketball.
Yeah. Let's see here. I know. It's right. I'm gonna feel dumb. I know it's gonna be right there.
Iron Claw.
Nope.
Out of spite. Let's see.
Miracle on Ice.
Nope.
Bad team. All right, we're gonna need that hint.
All right, it's a baseball movie. Come on, y'all know this.
The Natural.
No. Come on. I'm not giving you another.
Sandlot.
I'm not giving you another.
Why are we
hint.
stuck here on baseball movie? They become good. They're a bad team that becomes good.
Field of Dreams.
No, come on.
There's no baseball team there.
No, say it. I'm not giving you guys kids fucking name.
Why am I stuck? Everybody out there knows it.
Yeah, they're yelling at you.
They're yelling at us right now.
Major League.
Yes.
Oh, Major League. God. Oh, my goodness.
Complete and utter plot of the movies, they become good out of spite of the other.
Yes, they do. That's right. That's the whole plot.
At least I got it.
Yes. You got it after 27 attempts. Man, we stink at this.
Well, that was fun. That was fun, though. But
Yeah, it was fun. Good job, Jake. Not bad. Not bad. What do you think of that, Batman? Nobody mentioned the Batman movie once today. That's pretty cool.
That's a Batman.
Oh, no.
Batman Begins.
You did say Batman
Christopher
Begins.
Nolan.
Batman
Yeah.
Begins. That's right. Batman Begins. All right. Letterbox. Here's our week in review for movies we've watched. Make sure you follow us on Letterboxd, and we'll start with Jordan this time and give your profile.
All right, Buffman316, Buffman316. I'll start with a session. We're pretty late to the party on this one, but, we'll still talk about it. All right, I give it 4 stars. A premise that should be ridiculous, but turns out to be actually pretty intense and scary at points. Bravo, and I'm glad it's as good as everyone is saying. Oh, and shout out to the Wish Helpline guy.
You know, they have a website. They made a website and where you can order that stick. And you got one more?
Oh, yeah. Uno mas. What do we want to talk about? Let's do Mortal Kombat. 1995 Mortal Kombat, the good one. 3.5 stars. Acting, schmacting, this movie rocks. Very few cooler things than Mortal Kombat theme music hitting at the climax of the movie. Honestly, its biggest fault is turning Scorpion and Sub-Zero into jabronis.
Not bad. Scorpion put up a good fight, but Sub-Zero, my God.
The bucket killed.
All right, go ahead there.
All right. So I do want to talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Like a little bit, but I'll do like something else before. Just like
No spoilers,
all right.
please.
Jiggle the Fate, and then
Thank you.
Dodgeball, a true underdog story. 4 stars. The car wash actually cost us money. I think Shakespeare wrote White Goodman's script. A comedy I've seen a million times, one we'll watch it a million times more. So it's so easy to watch. And then next we have Spider-Man Brand New Day. 4.5 stars. Really liked it. It's nice that we got a non-high school movie.
Great, good stuff. Nice review. Oh, there's more?
All right, next person, I guess.
No, go ahead. Talk about it.
All right, Tom Holland's a really good Spider-Man in it. There's emotional depth. The Punisher is really good. The Punisher was known in this trailer.
Yes, Punisher was
yeah.
known. Yeah.
Really, really good in it. Really good Hulk, too. I like seeing Hulk, not nerdy Hulk. Oh, goodness. All right. But I think it's everything like a Spider-Man movie really needs, like a live-action one, and they nailed it, so.
Should go that way on my profile.
I don't know. Get back to me. So we're going to do a big Spider-Man show, I think, on our next podcast.
We're going to watch it either tomorrow or this weekend, right?
Yeah, sometime. And then next week for the podcast, we're going to bring in Tobey Maguire. We're going to do the whole thing, Spider-Man everywhere.
We just have to watch the shitty Andrew Garfield one.
Well, we're going to do most of the Spider-Man. Very good stuff, Jake. Not bad.
Burning time. There you go.
All right. So I'm going to do Thank You for Smoking. 4 stars. Very rewatchable movie, by the way. Michael Jordan plays ball. Charlie Manson kills people. I talk. When do you sleep, Jeff? On Sunday. Great movie. Check it out. And then Click. 3.5 stars, a good metaphor for work-life balance. Also, if you want a promotion, break out the lotion. And it's time for you to break out that subscribe button, hit like and share, and tell your friends about it. And we'll see you next time. And keep rolling along with the Roll Credits Podcast.